So we got one scene in. So we're gonna go back.
So let's just to clarify this in episode 4 or 5 or whatever it is, we have one light on the bottom that is just basically on. You can change the colors, but it doesn't move, so it just lights the truss for effect, right?
Yes.
And then we have moving light.
2 moving lights, Q7s.
Light. Then we have this guy.
That is just a light to light up the dance floor. So when the movers are moving around, it still lights up.
So
the
this
dance floor.
light and this light are bench.
Are benched the same thing. Yes.
Yep. And then
They're
you've
just
got a
straight
really nice mover that works well on top of the tower.
Yeah, and that one does different patterns, different colors. It's really bright.
So we got address, 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 address.
Yes.
And they all come up on here.
Come up on here.
And now we've programmed one scene, and Brad's going to show us how to do another one.
Individual fixtures. So these are all the different fixtures right now of the show. So you got the one on the bottom, the one on the top, the beam on top, and then the 2 razors. That is this one tower over here, and then that's the other tower.
So is that? I got a question. Like when I need to find a microphone or a channel, I'm plugging it in and checking. How could I use this screen to
That's
find,
exactly how you find
lights? They'll come on when I touch that.
So if I go, and those are all lit up right now,
Yep.
and I go record, go to groups, and hit a button. Now I can rename this as Tower Right.
Well, that could be handy, right?
So if you want to do something just on this tower, you grab all those fixtures, do it, and then you can record a scene.
Make it all purple,
Yeah.
for example, right?
Exactly.
Boom.
Yeah. Now you can do the same thing and make other subgroups. So these are your master groups, and now I've made my first subgroup, like say just drums,
Yep.
just that one tower.
Yep.
Okay, back to making up another scene. We'll go to groups, we'll grab our beams. We will change their color.
So we're starting with the beams and the color.
I got something else in there. Got to get rid of them. If you come to something and a group doesn't work, it's because you got 2 groups open at one time.
Oh.
I couldn't do
you
beam or
can't do
color.
that.
Yeah, they wouldn't allow color. Now I could change the color of my beams. We're gonna go blue on the beams, and then I'm just gonna move them up into the ceiling as an effect. Let's say I'm gonna change the frost off of it.
Did they move together? I wasn't watching.
Yes, they will move together because I have it as one group. If I want to move them separately, I have to select them separately. And then I'm going to put a pattern on it. As you see, there's no pattern on the ceiling. You can make
How
it
did you do
spin
that pattern?
with the prism rotator.
And it goes through the names of.
Yeah, it'll do a fast rotate and then different
Oh, it's just prism, but we change the velocity. and stuff.
velocity of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
got it.
and back, we'll show you position again. You can see how I can move them.
So this is when you want it to end up in a specific place that you want it, but there'll be times when you can just make it chase.
You can just make a chase. So we got that light set. We're going to go to the Q7s. Make sure all 4 of them are lit, and we're going to change color on them.
So we got spinning prisms on the ceiling so far.
And then we're going to give them a chase pattern.
And now we got these guys chasing. This is great. I know I'll never be able to remember all this. You got like 40 years of plus of knowledge pouring out here, Bradley. It's amazing to watch you do this. Building a show. And it's not even a big show, seriously, 10 fixtures. It's
10 fixtures, it's nice and simple.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody should be green. Yeah.
You just change. It's amazing what you can do through that app. Now the towers are green. And so are so are those guys.
Give the movers a bit of
Movement.
and more.
So how did you make
Okay.
them do that moving now?
I went to effects.
Yes.
It shows my effects channel.
Yes.
And you can put effects on the intensity, on the position, on the different beam structure, or on the different color. I mainly use it for, and then you've got your pan.
And that's the fixture itself right there.
That's
selected.
all 4 of the beams, or all 2 of the beams selected.
Right
And
and
you
left.
can make a pan. So right now it's doing a chase, or it just pans back and forth. We can do a tilt, which is up and down.
Yep.
It'll do a box.
And all of those commands come up on these dials, right?
Right now, I'm going to go back and record that again to another thing.
Which means save.
Save. We're going to clear. Everything should shut down. Now we bring that fader up. It automatically goes through everything.
Beautiful.